Tom woke up early on a bright Monday morning. Today was a very special day, his first day at school. For weeks he had been imagining what school would look like, what kind of friends he might make, and what new things he would learn. With a little nervous excitement, Tom put on his new school uniform. He looked at himself in the mirror and noticed his brand new backpack. It was colourful, shiny, and big enough to hold everything he needed. Inside the backpack were things like a notebook, a pencil case, and a small lunch box packed with his favourite snacks. Tom took a deep breath and felt a mix of curiosity and courage. Today, he thought, I am ready to learn. As Tom walked toward the school gate, he saw many children around him. Some were smiling, some looked sleepy, and others were waving happily at their parents. Everyone seemed to be filled with energy and excitement. The school building looked big and welcoming. There were colourful banners that said, "Welcome to a new school year." Tom noticed teachers standing near the entrance. They greeted the students with cheerful smiles. Although Tom felt a little nervous, he remembered something he practiced at home. "Greetings." He smiled gently and said in his mind, "Good morning." Tom continued walking and reached his classroom. When he entered, he was amazed. The classroom was bright and colourful. There were posters on the walls showing shapes, numbers, and letters. In one corner there was a bookshelf full of storybooks. And on each desk there were pencils, erasers, notebooks, and crayons neatly arranged. Tom also noticed labels around the classroom: desk, chair, blackboard, book, pencil, eraser, and even backpack. Each time he saw a new word, he repeated it silently in his mind. He knew these words would help him during the day. After everyone settled in, the class began. Tom watched carefully as the teacher pointed toward different items and introduced them. The teacher held up a book and Tom learned the word book. The teacher picked up a pencil and Tom learned the word pencil. The teacher showed the class a small rubber object and Tom learned the word eraser. Tom was proud of himself. He whispered the words inside his head again and again. Book, pencil, eraser. Tom noticed that whenever the teacher spoke about something new, she used clear gestures and pointed to the object. This helped Tom understand easily. He began to feel more confident. Soon it was time for handwriting practice. Tom opened his notebook. He reached for his pencil, one of the new words he had learned. Slowly, with care, he began writing the letters of the alphabet. He loved how smooth the pencil felt between his fingers. After some time, the bell rang. It was time for a short break. The students put their notebooks away and reached for their lunch boxes. Tom carefully unzipped his backpack, happy that he remembered another school word correctly. During the break, Tom sat on a bench in the school garden. He looked around and observed the other children. Some children were sharing snacks. Others were running on the playground. Everyone seemed happy and relaxed. Tom smiled. He felt that school wasn't scary at all. It was full of learning, adventure, and new experiences. When the break was over, the teacher guided the students to the next activity. This time it was a simple lesson on greetings. Tom learned that in school, there are many friendly and polite words to use. He learned hello when meeting someone, good morning at the start of the day, nice to meet you when making a new friend, goodbye when leaving. Tom imagined himself using these greetings confidently. He felt proud that he could now use polite words to show kindness and respect. As the school day continued, Tom began to enjoy every moment. He practiced his new words every time he picked up his pencil, opened his book, or placed something inside his backpack. Slowly, the nervous feeling he had in the morning faded away. He now felt comfortable, confident, and excited to learn more. Before he realized, the final bell rang. It was time to go home. Students packed their bags, pushed their chairs in, and walked toward the classroom door. Tom stood for a moment, feeling grateful for the day. He had learned new school words, practiced greetings, and discovered that school was a place filled with possibilities. As he walked out of the school gate, he felt happier than he ever expected. Today was not just his first day at school. It was the beginning of a new chapter. He whispered softly to himself, "I can't wait to come back tomorrow." And with that, Tom stepped forward into a world of learning, friendship, and endless adventure.